Thought that I was playing in the past, now I'm super fast, real raw, relevant. I'm also known as super bad, with a super attitude. If you don't like it, you can book a pass and be the first in line to kiss mine. Wait a minute, what I mean is I'm a lion, not a sheep. I don't need a weakling around to try to follow me. I'm destined to be better, get it bigger every day. I don't got the patience to sit around try to play. Focus like an animal, king of the...
My friends, welcome to the Revolution Podcast. I am Sean Whalen. I am the host of this show. I am Sean Whalen. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. I just want to let you know that. I don't say that enough. Maybe I do say it enough. I don't know that I say it enough. I don't really give a shit if I say it too much or too little. I'm saying it now. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for your comments, for your questions, for subscribing. You truly, when I say you, I mean the literally hundreds of people that message me, the people that I meet. You inspire me. You inspire me to keep moving forward, to keep going. I'm inspired myself just based off my life, but you guys inspire me, and I appreciate that. So I wanted to share something with you guys today that had to do with my book. I was asked a question regarding my book. I wrote about something that I have come to understand quite a bit better in the last couple years than I ever have in my entire life. And it has to do with the conversation of how to eat the elephant. Now, somebody asked me the other day, they said, Sean, I read your book. I love it. I think I understand it, but I really want to understand more what you mean by how do I eat the elephant. And this sounds really simple. Those of you that have listened to me speak or heard anything that I've ever shared or follow me on Facebook or Instagram or anything, you've heard me talk about a number of different things, but you've heard me talk about how to eat the elephant quite a few times. It's probably one of the more powerful lessons that I've learned simply because it's how you actually make shit happen. It's how you get shit done. If you look at pretty much any area of your life, whether it's your health and your fitness, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your business or your mind, okay? The act of simply, buying the book is the first act, but it's not what's ultimately going to change the way you think. It's not what's going to impart the lesson. Like starting the business and getting the business cards and the letterhead is all fine and dandy, but it's not what's going to put money in the bank account. What I mean by how you eat the elephant is this. And this is really amazing because one of the I wish I had it in front of me. I should pull it up. But one of the reviews of my book that was left on Amazon was a guy that he simply said, he's like, yeah, this is all basic stuff that we all already know. And my response to that was like, you're absolutely right. I did not reinvent the wheel. I did not recreate nuclear fission. The shit that I wrote in my book, How to Make Shit Happen, is absolutely 150% stuff that probably every single one of you already know, but most of you don't do. And that's the beauty of his conversation. And his comment was like, yeah, we already knew all this shit. Yeah, but are you doing it? Are you doing it? Because most people, there's a reason that our society is getting fatter, is getting dumber, is getting broker. If everybody was doing the simple basic shit, don't you think we would be progressing further? Don't you think you'd be a little further along in your business or your relationships or whatever it is? So the conversation of how to eat the elephant, it is elementary. It is simple. We all understand that you can't physically fit the elephant in your mouth, but yet so many people try. So many people try every single day to hit a grand slam every day with every deal, with every sales call, with every website they build or every project that they launch. They want to hit the grand slam. They want to eat the entire elephant. 6 months from now, I'll have already eaten 2 or 3 elephants while you're still trying to fit the one in your mouth. So make no mistake, what I shared in my book and what I shared in How to Make Shit Happen is very, very, very basic. But what's fascinating to me is how few people actually do the basic shit. How few people actually know how to eat the elephant. Let me give you an example. Let's just hypothetically say right now that you are very much out of shape, okay? Well, that's the political term, right? If I said fat, people would be offended. Let's just assume that you have not picked up a weight or done a burpee, or you can barely tie your own shoes, let alone squat down. Let's just hypothetically say that you're ridiculously out of shape, okay? Now, you'll put up on your vision board this beautiful picture of this lovely young lady or this strapping young man with all the muscles and the whole thing, and you'll sit there and you'll look at it and you'll look at it and you'll look at it. You'll mentally masturbate about, oh, this is too hard or this is going to be easy or whatever it is, the story that's in your brain. But the simple fact is you still haven't picked up a weight. And so I want you to consider for a second that if you're listening to this and you're ridiculously out of shape, you have not been to the gym, you have neglected your body, walking around the block one time right now is a massive fucking deal. Like just literally getting up off the couch. If you have not been on the couch, if your ass cheeks are imprinted on that lazy boy, if you have literally been sitting in the same spot so much that your couch is dented in one area because your fat ass has been sitting there, I want you to contemplate for a second that in order to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, in order to look like that person on your vision board, to achieve any type of physical health, simply getting up and walking around the block one time is a massive deal. It's a bite. Then repeating that same action the next day, and then the next day. And then after a week of doing that, you decide, you know what? I'm going to be ballsy and I'm going for 2 laps. And you do 2 laps around the block. Fast forward. Next thing you know, you're at the gym. You're slinging around some heavy weights. You're running sprints on the treadmill. You're down 200 pounds and you're starting to look like that person. Let's just hypothetically say, friends, that you're broke, that you literally don't have, you have a negative account. You have a negative balance in your bank account. Let's just hypothetically say that you have a negative balance in your account. $1 in your account tomorrow is a big fucking deal. Another dollar the day after that, and then another dollar the day after that. Next thing you know, you have at the end of a week $7 in your bank account. You had negative, you now have 7. Now, what would it look like if you did $2 a day? And then $4 a day, and then $5 a day. The next thing you know, you're no longer broke and you're living in a place of abundance. But what do we look at? What do most people look at? What do most people try and do every day? They put the Lamborghini up on the vision board, and they're broke. They can barely afford to pay their cell phone bill and their light bill and their cable bill and everything else. But yet they're shooting for this Lamborghini, wanting to eat the entire elephant. And somebody like me, in fact, this actually happened the end of 2017. Of course, everybody does their vision boards and does their posts that 2018 is going to be their year, la, 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 la. And this guy put up a picture of a Lamborghini and said, I will buy this car in 2018. And I said, that's freaking awesome, man. How are you going to do it? And this guy said, I'm going to hustle. I'm going to grind. And I've been connected with this individual on social media for a long time, and he's always posting Gary Vee stuff. He's always talking about grind and hustle and grind and hustle and grind and hustle. And I'm like, well, isn't that what you're already doing? Aren't you already grinding and hustling? Yeah, but I'm going to do it even more. And I said, well, how exactly are you going to pay for this car? And the response to me was, why do you have to be a dick, bro? By me asking somebody how exactly they're going to pay for that car, I'm being a dick. When you stop and think about it for a second, my friends, when you're focused on eating the entire elephant, when you're just literally looking at this entire project, the money, the success, the business, the relationship, whatever it is, and you're staring at this big, huge pie, and you realize you can't fit the whole pie in your mouth, that you're going to have to take a bite, most people won't actually pick up the fucking fork or the spoon and just take a small bite. Most people look at the picture on their fridge and they're like, oh shit, I don't look like that. And then they go back and they sit their fat ass on the couch. Most people get through the end of January and say, oh, well, I'm doing the same dumb shit that I was doing in Q3 and Q4 of the year prior. I guess I'm not going to buy the Lamborghini. When somebody like me comes along and says, well, how are you going to buy the Lamborghini? Let me tell you how the person who's actually going to look like that picture on your fridge is going to look like that. They're going to get up and they're going to walk around the block. And then they're going to do it again. And then they're going to do it again. And the person that's going to buy that Lamborghini in 2018 is going to stop and say, okay, I want to buy it in June. I'm going to buy it in August, whatever it is, which means I have 6 months to buy it, which means I need to make X amount per quarter, Y amount per month, Z amount per week, and A amount per day. Now, when you stop and think about buying a $300,000 Lamborghini, The number 300,000 is the elephant. It's big. It's almost insurmountable. But what if you started focusing every single day on making, and the math isn't right, obviously, but whatever that is for 6 months. What if you started focusing on, I need to make $411 per day to buy this Lamborghini? Which is easier, friends, to look at the $300,000 number or to focus on making $411 per day? Which is easier, to get up and to literally start and walk around the block and then do it again and do it again, or just continue to look at that picture and say, well, I don't have that and I'm never going to have that? See, eating the elephant is literally what I've been talking about with Lions Not Sheep, and in the Lion's Den, what I teach my clients, I refer to it as success swinging singles. If you look at the people that are in Cooperstown, if you look at the best baseball players to ever live, I'm a big baseball fan. I grew up playing baseball. It's kind of my jam. If you look at the best baseball players to ever live, the people that are in Cooperstown, in the Hall of Fame, they're not the dudes that stepped up to the plate and swung for the fences every single time. They weren't the heroes. It was the Cal Ripkens who just got on base and got on base and got on base and got on base. Yawn, boring. He went 2 for 3. He went 3 for 4. He went 4 for 5. But he didn't have the grand slam at the end of the game. Those are the dudes that end up making it to the Hall of Fame. Those are the guys who end up in Cooperstown. The guys who get up every single day and just do the simple shit to be successful. If you want to get in shape, if you want to change your body, just get your ass up and do small shit every single day. Eat right, lift some heavy weight. If you want to go from being, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, understand that looking at somebody who makes a copious amount of money or drives Ferraris and Lamborghinis and owns private jets, that's all fine and dandy. That can be your motivation. You can listen to their podcast. You can fucking watch their videos. But what would it look like if you put an extra $10 in your bank account this week? What if that was your focus? And then all of a sudden you do the same thing next week. And then you up the ante and you go to $20 a week and then $40 a week. And the next thing you know, you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. This is what eating the elephant means. It means literally every single day taking small bites out of Core 4, power, passion, purpose, and production. Doing something simple. I'm not setting a world record every single time I go to the gym, but I go to the gym every fucking morning. I'm not hitting PRs and smashing the weights and doing these iconic videos every single morning when I go to the gym, but I'm at the gym every single morning. I'm not taking one deal or one aspect of my business and saying it must make me $1 billion in the next 30 days. I'm saying, how much money did I have in my bank account yesterday? Cool. I want more in my bank account tomorrow than I did today. What do I have to do that? What do I have to do to take a small step forward in my relationship? Okay. I might not be able to afford the 6-month hiatus to Tahiti, but I can afford a $5 bouquet of flowers from the store on my way home. See, friends, we're so focused on the huge, giant, insurmountable shit. We focus so much on the Lamborghini and the 300 grand when the people that actually buy the Lamborghinis, the people that actually accomplish the shit, the people that actually look like the pictures that you have on your fridge are the people that are literally, they're swinging singles every single day. They're taking small bites every single day to get the big picture, to eat the entire elephant. That's how you eat the elephant. We've been programmed to look and gauge ourselves off of what other people have. We're failures because we don't have what our neighbor has, or we're not as successful because he drives this car or wears this watch and I do this and this and this. Stop and think for a second that if you literally have not been to the gym, if you literally you start breathing, you start breathing heavy just by getting up and walking into the kitchen and trying to tie your shoes. Fathom for a second how fucking powerful it would be to just get up and walk around the block and then do it again and then do it again. The people that are pioneers in business, the people that are leading industries are not swinging for the fence every single day. They're saying, what's the big picture? What are we trying to accomplish? And then they literally back into that so that they know I'm going to do this today. And if I do this, as I've committed for this period of time, I will get this result. If you want to buy a $300,000 Lamborghini, waking up every single day, saying, I need 300 grand, I need 300 grand, and swinging for the fence to try and land the biggest contracts you've ever landed, to try and do it all in one fucking deal, guess what? Chances are you're never going to get it. But if you woke up tomorrow morning and said, I need to make $411 today so that I can buy my Lamborghini on June 1st, that's a shit ton more realistic. That's a shit ton more plausible than trying to wake up tomorrow morning and jacking yourself all around trying to figure out how to make $300,000 by the end of the day. The people that are in Cooperstown, the best baseball players to ever live, were the dudes who just continued to show up and continue to hit the ball and continue to get on base every single day. They did the simple shit. They mastered the simple shit. You cannot go big. You cannot achieve this grand idea of wealth and success and euphoria if you're not willing to and are not mastering the fucking basics. You cannot go into this place of huge power and huge significance if you have not mastered the basics. Success swinging singles is how you eat the elephant. One small bite at a time every single day is how you'll eat the elephant.
My people, it's time to move out. Move out. My people, it's time to move out. Show 'em what we do now. They say that work seems so hard to follow. I am not a role model, only a teacher. Teach 'em when the school's out. Preacher man preaching to each his own. Mano we mano. Fly away, fly away.